Hey Inspirators, it's Inspiring Vanessa here. Welcome back to another inspiring interview for all of you. I am very excited for today's guest, and we're doing it a slightly different format because Instagram Live didn't actually work, and you guys know that I usually do my interviews using that format, but that didn't stop us. We're still going to give you guys this interview, give you all the motivation and inspiration that you guys need. So I'm going to introduce the guest for today, which is the amazing, the lovely, the wonderful Saif Motivation. Saif, welcome to the interview. Thank you so much for being here today.
You're most welcome. Hello, everybody. Hey.
And if you don't know who Saif is already, he is a radio presenter and motivational speaker, and he's actually in Dubai right now. So we had to plan this out properly, make sure the times were correct, make sure to like this video, and just make sure to keep watching till the end and share if you learn anything different. So now we're going to jump into the first question, which is, when did you start your motivational speaking career and why?
All right, so Vanessa, that's a very good question. And I started 7 years back. And the reason why I started motivating people is because I have a humble story that I didn't share with everybody yet, but whenever I get the chance to stand on stage and, talk to the people in order to give them a positive, lesson or session and some motivational, talks as well. So I always say that we always go through ups and downs in life, and sometimes we have a story that we would really love to share in order, to motivate and inspire others. So for me, my story is that I lost my father and I lost my mother when I was only 3 years old. So it was really harsh, and I just felt like giving up. I always, thought about committing suicide, to be honest. And I always thought about, just saying, my life is over because I don't have anyone out there to support me. I don't have anyone out there, to push me, someone to guide me. And I used to be like the most sensitive person on earth. No matter what people say to me, it would really affect me, because back in the days, I used to be a little bit overweight. So whoever comes and tells me like, hey, you fatso, or, they start calling me names and stuff like that. So for me, I just go back home and then I start crying because I don't have anybody back home, but I always and strongly believe that God gives you something and he takes away something, you know what I mean? So he took away my family, but I'm sure that he blessed me with amazing, incredible people around me. And I'm all about the positive vibes and the positive energy. So I'm super glad and happy to be surrounded by amazing souls like yours, of course, and of course, your amazing mother as well. So for me, I would say the reason why I started motivating people, because I just feel there are loads of people out there that are looking for a push. They're looking for someone to tell them, all right, that's the path that you're going to go through. You have to go there. But why you want to go there? You have to ask yourself, why do you want to go there and why you're doing this? And that's very important, because you have to have a vision in order to look for that certain goal that you're trying to hit, because not everyone understands, okay, the consequences. Not everyone understands, okay, what's my path? If I want to do, like, let's say, if I want to be a motivational speaker, if I want to be like a successful person, but first of all, that's like a vision for you, but are you willing to risk it? Are you willing not to sleep? Are you willing to work 24/7 in order to motivate people? Because there are loads of people out there that would follow your example and say, you know what? All right, Vanessa, you're going to be a motivational speaker. You're going to be an inspirational speaker. But you know what, Vanessa, let's see how hard you work, and that's why I just felt like, okay, you know what, Saif, you can change your name to Saif Motivation. Let the past be behind you, all right? And this is your task right now. This is your mission in order to motivate people out there and make them understand who Saif Motivation is. So that's why I'm doing it, and I really love what I'm doing.
I mean, you just deserve a whole round of applause after everything you said. And I just want to say thank you also for just being yourself and being authentic with us, because
you're most welcome.
You meet so many people who just have a really upsetting history, and they don't know how to share that with other people, or they share it with other people to help others and inspire them to come forward and tell their stories. So I just find it so fantastic what you're doing, because you're being authentic and you're being truthful, so that you can actually take that next level and take that next step to help new people.
And just to add on that, Vanessa, what you said is actually true, because for me, I'd rather be an honest person who is always, you know, true to myself before I be true to others. Because at the end of the day, when the screen, you know, gets turned off, that means you still have to live your life. You know, don't come on the screen by saying, oh, I'm the motivational speaker, I'm this, I'm that, do this, never give up. But behind the screen, I'm totally someone else, because you either be like, you have to be like the realest person out there. You know what I mean? So yeah. And don't do, like, see, for me, I'll always say this, like, don't do this for fame. Don't do this for money. Don't do this for popularity or whatever. No. You don't seek that. For you, like, and for me, my mission is really, really to put a smile on people's hearts. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to really understand, like, okay, the beautiful Vanessa right here, she's really inspiring, you know, and that's your nickname, like, you know, Inspiring Vanessa, and everybody knows you by that, you know what I mean? But you are really inspiring, you know, you really, really are inspiring, and I'm really proud of what you're doing. So that's the example that I'm looking for. I don't want someone to call themselves like Inspiring Saif, but at the end of the day, behind the screen, I'm not that inspiring. I'm always judgmental. I'm always negative. I'm always, you know, doing bad things, you know. You have to follow that nickname, and it's really powerful, and I'm really proud of you, and you're definitely inspiring.
Thank you so much. And you're definitely motivating.
Thank you, Peter.
Definitely, 100%. So the next question is, how did you improve your confidence when speaking on stage? Did you have stage fright in the beginning of it, or were you just confident the first time you stepped on stage? What was that journey like for you?
All right, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time that I was on stage, I remember this was in a high school, and I was a little bit nervous. But what I do, Vanessa, here's a trick. I always try to crack a joke. You know, wherever they say you got to break the ice and stuff like that. But for me, I would always like to crack a joke on myself by saying, all right, guys, like I would really do this, like literally I would do this. So what I'll do is just stand on the stage. If I see loads of people, I'm like, hi, everybody. And then, you know, everyone's like, hi. And then, you know, sometimes I just feel like I would say this, like, you know, in front of them. I would say like, oh my God, I just feel like peeing my pants right now. Oh my God. People are laughing and everything. And then I would be like, guys, I just need a massive round of applause. I need your help on this. And then everybody will start giving me a massive round of applause. And that's how I get hyped up. You know what I mean? And I would always be confident, because what I do, my second tip is I would always speak to myself before I go on stage. I know that it sounds a little bit crazy, but I like to do it, to be honest. So I would just stand in front of the mirror and I'll just be like, all right, so Saif, today's your day, whatever certain topic that I'm gonna be talking about, because I need to understand, you know, like the gestures and stuff like that, how I'm moving and everything, you know, how I react, because I strongly believe, like, if I want to follow a motivational speaker like you, if I want to understand motivational speakers more, or let's say inspiring speakers, positive speakers, is that I can understand body language, and I can understand the way of the tone of a certain topic or a certain, you know, message that you're trying to deliver. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I've seen loads of motivational speakers out there that don't make any sense, with all due respect. You know what I mean? Like, they would just come and you just feel like, okay, he studied that certain word or he studied that certain story, and then he'll just come in front of the people by saying, all right, guys, just never give up. But okay, what do you mean just never give up? What are you trying to say here? You know, what kind of message are you trying to deliver? You have to make us understand what does never give up mean, you know? So yeah, these were my tips. The first thing is just to crack a joke on yourself sometimes, you know, try to make people understand what your vibe is all about, that you're a little bit nervous, and it's okay. You know, it's okay to be nervous. And I'm telling you, there are loads of like professional motivational speakers out there, you know, like you, for example. I'm sure that we all went through, you know, some, you know, shyness, or sometimes we're terrified to be on stage. It happens. And sometimes we can know from the tone of the voice, you know, like the first time I would do that. I'll tell you, I would stutter. But see, in the middle of the process, where I understand, when I'm looking at the audience smiling and cheering up for me, clapping, and they're nodding their head like they're understanding what I'm saying, that's what cheers me up by saying, okay, you know what, they're understanding. Okay, let's just do it. You know, let me be myself. That's the most important thing, is that you just be yourself, Vanessa. That's the most important thing. So yeah, there you go.
That is so amazing. Thank you for sharing that as well. So if anyone who is watching does want to be a motivational speaker or just do anything that actually just requires performing or doing something on stage, definitely take those tips on and think about that, because obviously you need to do it for the right reasons, as you were saying previously, and you just need to think about how you can create that impact. Just focus on the message, and everything else just kind of flows with it, or at least that's, I would say, from my own experiences. Because some people who would never want to speak on stage a day in their life would probably be like, how can you just speak from your heart or go with the flow? You need to have some sort of structure. And yes, you can have a structure, just kind of accept whatever's going to just come out of your mouth. Just accept that, and just know that whatever you're going to say is going to impact the audience, or impact at least one person in that audience or that event that you're speaking at.
Mm-hmm. True.
So the next question is, what is your favorite memory from a speaking gig that you've done, and why?
Now this one, I'm just afraid, you know what, I gotta get a tissue box. I'll just keep it next to me because, no, seriously, I'm gonna get a little bit emotional, but I'll try my best to hang in there, of course. And you know, let me do this. All right, so that's a great question, sweetheart. So I remember this happened 2 years back in one of the schools. It was an Indian school, and they invited me, and there were like over 200 something students. They were right there, sat down, and I was really excited. And I was like, wow, loads of people right here. And then I shared, you know, one of my stories where, you know, I lost my parents and everything, and how I staying motivational and everything, trying to stay positive as much as I can and everything. And I told them about how I used to get bullied, where it really hurt me and stuff. I was, you know, planning to commit suicide and everything. But what stopped me from doing that is that I understood that God is always by my side. So I was just delivering some positive messages, you know, and letting them understand that God is always by your side. If you did not succeed in one day, that doesn't mean you're gonna fail at all, like everything, you know what I mean? You still got hope, you still got a chance to go out there and live your life, you know, and always trust God. Put yourself, you know, put God first, and then put yourself second, and then believe me, you're gonna succeed. So I was doing this gig in an Indian school, and then this dude, he approached me right after my gig, and he was like crying, and he hugged me so hard. I felt that he really got emotional when I was, you know, talking about that. And he was like, thank you, bro. Thank you very much. He hugged me and everything. And I was like, it's all right. No problem. I understand. We all go through struggles in life. We all go through ups and downs and I told him, my best advice for you is to never judge, okay? Because you never understand what people are going through. Always be kind, always smile, always spread love and happiness wherever you go. No matter how bad they treat you, you do better. You be better than that person. And then he was like, oh my God, that's right. Can I have your number and everything? I was like, it's all right. I can give you my Snapchat or Instagram account, and then you can text me whenever you feel like you want to. So I was driving back home, and I got this message from him. Okay. And so it was like a very, very long message, but I'll give you a summary about it. It's just like saying, Saif, you really helped me, because there were like several times that I thought about committing suicide and everything. But seriously, understanding your story, it made me understand that, okay, there's still hope in life. And I know that there's a better tomorrow. And I was like, wow. Because he told me that he used to get bullied and everything at school because he used to have glasses on. They used to call him a nerd. They used to call him, you know, all these names where whenever you're smart, Vanessa, whenever you're talented, whenever you're that amazing, believe me, there has to be someone out there who's jealous about what you're doing, you know, because no, even if you're like the most successful person on earth, believe me, they'll still judge you. They'll still judge you. They'll still talk bad about you. Yeah, no matter what you do. So he was like, thank you very much. And now I understand that, you know, suicide is not an option, but my only option is to move on with life and just understand that, you know, everybody's different, and just don't judge, and just follow your example. And that's it. So yeah, he liked it. And I would never, ever forget that. Never.
That's such an amazing memory, and just to know that from where you started off, that's actually helped someone, you saved someone's life.
Yes.
And even just thinking about that, that's like one of the only people that you've actually heard from like directly. So you don't even know other people their lives that you might have saved. So that's just so heartwarming to just hear that, and that memory of yours.
Yeah, because Vanessa, because I strongly believe that everyone has a very rough story or a past, let's say, past experience and everything, but not everyone is willing to share that with you.
Yeah.
You understand? And when he told me that I saved him, I was like, wow, okay, that's something really good. You know, even though he tried to commit suicide before, you know, before I know him, like I knew him or something, but I understood that, okay, you can really save lives, because if you're planning to be a motivational speaker or inspirational speaker, you have to understand that there are loads of people out there that would follow everything that you say. So you have to be careful with your words, how you deliver that certain message. Believe me, there might be someone sitting like in the audience. You might never know, okay? He might be sitting in the audience, but he's always quiet. But believe me, deeply inside his brain and in his heart, he'd be like, okay, I really like this girl. See, oh my gosh, she's really speaking facts here. She's telling us the truth. Okay, I understand the story. I really love what she's saying. So you have to be careful, because don't just go saying, oh, I'm a motivational speaker. I'll say this and I'll say that. I'll crack a joke about people committing suicide. I'll crack a joke about whoever gets bullied or whatever. If you say that, believe me, there might be people out there be like, okay, this dude made fun of me. Let me just go back home and I'll commit suicide. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful with your words. Always inspire, always sparkle, always spread love and happiness. You know, so yeah.
Always sparkle. I love that so much, and I definitely agree with you as well. Like, you may not realize it, but people really do take into account every word you say. Like, they'll go through everything that you've done, especially when we do like interviews like this. People can watch back on this in 10 years, 20 years time. This is going to be on a platform. This is going to be on the wide web. So people can actually understand the impact of their words, and one certain thing, even if you worded it incorrectly, that could change someone's whole perspective for the better or for the worse, unfortunately. Yeah. So that's definitely something that people should keep aware of most of the time when they move forward, if they want to do a speaking career or a career that does require helping people or inspiring people, for that fact. So the next question is that you are also a radio host. So was radio always something that you wanted to pursue?
I really love this question as well. Well, for me, I strongly believe in opportunities, and I know that it doesn't only knock once. I know there are loads of people out there, oh, opportunity knocks once. No. It knocks several times, but it depends on you whether you're going to take it or not, okay? So it can happen in a day, a month, you know, or maybe a week, a year, but it's totally up to you. If you like refuse or block that certain opportunity, it is your loss. But for me, I would always say, whatever comes to me, I'll accept it. Even if I failed at something, I'll give it a try, because I know that I tried something better than nothing. So speaking about the radio thingy, first of all, I started on Snapchat and I started on Instagram, and out of like a coincidence and everything, my manager at Pearl FM, Mr. Adil Umar, he's the one who discovered me. He was like, wow, you know what? You've got that radio voice, and you've got that, you know. What? Sorry, what?
You know, he's got good ears.
So he was like, you know what? You've got a very good voice, and you've got that energy and everything. And why don't you try? We've got this wonderful opportunity to host a morning show, because one of the RJs, we call them radio DJs, or let's say radio presenters, are planning to leave, so we want you to come and replace her. And I was like, okay, but I studied, you know, I got bachelor's in human resources management, and what my career is all about recruiting people in the HR industry, you know. So I was like, okay, you want me to host a radio show? Are you sure about that? Because okay, I know that I can speak English, no problem, but I'm not sure how I can monitor, you know, the screens and everything, buttons and everything. It's like, seriously, like literally you're inside an airplane, you know? So I was like, okay. He was like, just give it a try. And I'm telling you, Vanessa, the first 2 weeks, I was so bad on air, because I did not understand what I was doing, because I was just, you know, pulling up the fader, the mic was on, sometimes I forget it as if it was off or something, and sometimes I would just be on the phone with someone else, and then I'll get a message by saying you're still on air. I was like, oh my God, and you know, so there are loads of flaws and everything, but it helped me understand that, okay, this is your chance to grow, no matter what's happening, let them understand that you are not perfect. So throughout time, my audience, what I really loved about them is that they're super understandable. So they understand, like, okay, this is Saif. We know who Saif is on social media. We know him as that positive, energetic, motivational, everything. So on the radio, every time I go on air, I'll be like, oh guys, it's my first day. It's my second day, my third day. Don't judge me. I'm still new here. So I was really a little bit terrified, but I wanted my audience to understand that I'm new here and I'm learning, and I'm doing this for you and for myself as well. So the first 2 weeks, I was really, really upset. I was demotivated because I thought in the first days, like, I would get phone calls, interaction, messages and everything. And
big break already.
I was waiting for that interaction, and I was really upset because the first 2 weeks, I was like, okay, where's everybody? Why nobody's calling me whenever I ask a question? And why am I not getting messages whenever I ask a question? Like, okay, if you don't want to call me, it's okay. I understand that maybe you're shy, but why don't you send me a message? I'm not getting anything at all. And I was like, you know what, Saif? Give them that character, like, just be you. Just be you, because the first 2 weeks, Vanessa, I'm telling you, I was like super formal. Like, hi, this is Pearl 102. Hi, this is Saif. I didn't like that. That wasn't me. I couldn't do that, So I was like, you know what? Let me change my character. And that's where I'm famously known for this catchphrase, hey, 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 and it's a beautiful day, children, mommy, so they liked it. And the kids started calling me for the next day. The mothers was like, wow, Saif, we love your energy, the way how you speak to the children, you speak to us, the way how you inspire us, you keep us motivated and everything. I was like, wow, okay, so now you guys like me. All right. So that's why I just, that's where I just started by saying, hey, 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 and it's a beautiful day and stuff like that, And I would always say, yeah, hey, hey, and it's a beautiful day, children, mommies and daddies, good morning, rise and shine. You're tuned into Pro 102, and they just like it. And I would always say that today is an amazing day, an incredible day, a wonderful day. I would always say that in a funny way, so they understand that, okay, Saif is here. He's here to tell us that today is definitely a beautiful day. And that's where, I started leveling up, and thanks to God, of course, and thanks to, my humble family as well for supporting me. And thanks to you as well for believing in me and for supporting me as well. And I remember having you on the show. It was really, really one of the best shows ever. So as you said, for me, I don't mind till, like, God is guiding me, and I know that he's helping me with my path. But for me, I'm super passionate about speaking to people, super passionate about spreading love and happiness and positivity and motivation. I'm super happy to make people understand that it's okay to fail. It's okay to sometimes, do a bad thing, but no problem. We can always, throw that behind us and always move forward and try to apologize to ourselves by saying, you know what, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to try my best, to be me, be myself, and just move on with my life. So yeah, I don't mind continuing in this radio industry, till the day comes and they say, Saif, you know what, we don't need you anymore, but I'm still going to be out there and doing my thing in order to motivate and inspire others.
I mean, that is so incredible. It's almost like they just saw you from the beginning, and it also just like emphasizes the point that you're so authentic as well. So you're just reminding them that everyone starts at somewhere. The best radio presenters, the best TV presenters, dancers, singers, they all start from somewhere. They're not just masters at their craft the first time they'd actually do it. So for them to be there watching your journey, seeing the mistakes or hearing a phone call that wasn't meant to be on air, that's just showing the whole journey. And yeah, you can just see where you obviously started off. So that's just amazing to hear. And obviously, radio show is amazing.
And you know what? Thank you very much, sweetheart. And you know what? Just to add on that, my best advice for you, Vanessa, and everybody out there watching, never, ever compare yourself to anybody else. You just do you, be yourself, and believe me, you are going to shine differently. Because I've been compared, I'm telling you, I've been compared up, and whenever I go to school visits, they would say it straight in my face, like, okay, oh, this radio presenter is better than you. Oh, this guy is better than you. Oh, who are you? You just got started, blah, 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 blah. You'll get that a lot. In any journey you're taking, in any position, whatever, I'm sure that there are going to be loads and loads of doubters out there and naysayers and everything. Everyone is going to come to you by saying, Vanessa, you're not the youngest, inspirator. I'm sure that there are loads of them out there. You're not a motivational speaker. You're just coming out with it. They'll say things to you in order to hurt you. But if you really, really believe in what you're doing, okay, nobody, and I mean nobody but God can stop you. And I would never ever say, okay, yeah, this dude is way much better than me. Oh, he's got more experience. But believe me, I'm telling you, talent beats hard work sometimes. And I'm telling you that's a true fact, because I know because I get this a lot now. After like 4 years of experience in the radio, I'm getting that a lot now. People saying, Saif, you're way much better than that other presenter who's been doing 16 years and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm being myself, and they know my character. They know whenever I'm inviting someone on my show, I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for a follow. I'm not doing this for, getting, to be popular out there. No. I'm doing this because I want Vanessa on my show, because she is really inspiring and she really inspires me, and I love her so much. And that's why I want people around the world to understand that who this beautiful young lady here, who's really inspiring, really motivational, and this young lady here, she is going to show you, okay, what Inspirators is all about and how to be inspiring, is all about. That's why I want you on my show. And I don't mind having you several times on my show, Vanessa, because you're really inspiring. You really make my heart smile, So that's why I don't like to say, okay, I'm gonna have Vanessa, because she's got 5 million followers, or she's got 10 million. I'm serious, because I'm not doing this for your followers. I'm doing this for you in order to inspire your followers and inspire me as well. You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So yeah.
It's always about just trying to make that impact rather than seeing what that impact can do for you, if that makes sense. And actually seeing the whole point of being or making an impact is for that to be a ripple effect on other people and not just be benefiting you the whole time as well. Another question I have for you is, what would you like to achieve in the future? Would you like to continue doing speaking, radio? Is there something else you'd like to go into, or just your plans in the future? Where do you envision yourself?
That's a very good question. I like that. Oh, you can. Okay. See, for me, Vanessa,
it really does.
Yeah, it is. It is. See, for me, Vanessa, I'll tell you, to be honest, for now, like I have a plan for owning a business that's something related to children. It's going to help the children. I have a plan for that. Okay. But I cannot tell you now. I'll tell you later. But it's something that's going to inspire the kids. It's something that's going to help them, educate themselves in order to have like fun and everything. And believe me, they're going to love it. It's something unique. I haven't found anything here in the UAE that does this certain business. So hopefully after this pandemic ends, hopefully, I'm going to start with that business, and I'm going to promise you, and just take my word, I promise you on this one, you're going to be invited as well. You'll be like, Saif, oh, you're really a man of your words. You said you're going to do this, and look at you, you're doing it right now. Because for me, I don't know why, it's just that I feel like it's a blessing that I'm loved by children, surrounded by children, and their families. So I'm planning to do something for them in order to give them something back. They're sharing their love with me. They're expressing their feelings with me. I want to give them something back by saying, you know what? Here's the center for you. You can use the center, whatever you feel like you want to use. You go ahead and have fun and everything. And for those who are less fortunate, who can't afford to come and have fun, who can't afford to come and have a haircut or something, it's going to be totally free for them. It's going to be totally free. They can come and have fun. They can come and study. They can come and learn whatever they feel like they want to learn for free. You understand? So I'm planning to do that. But for now, I guess I'm just gonna, continue with the radio industry thingy, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do my very best until the day comes by saying, you know what, Saif, thank you, but we don't need you anymore. But for now, I'm just gonna be using my powerful words. I'm gonna inspire people. I'm gonna motivate people and spread positive vibes and make them understand, like, okay, Saif was here. We loved his energy because he would always put a smile on our faces before going to school. So that's my main goal. My main goal is I want you, because I know, like back in the day when I was a kid, I didn't hear any radio shows like in the morning, that would tell like, oh, hi, good morning, let's go, let's do this, whatever, So, because I know, like, freshly, like, on a Sunday, when we go to school, I know most of us are just like sleep. Oh my God, it's school today. I'm in the car. I'm not in the mood. Okay, let's go to school. I'll go see my friends and everything. But what if there's someone talking to you, inspiring you, try to, spread like happiness and love and positive. What?
Changes your whole day around.
Yeah, so that's my main mission, because when I hear the phone calls, kids are laughing and they say, Saif, I love you. Saif, you're the best. It really makes my day. And I'm sure that kid is going to school happy. And that's my main message, because I want them to go there. And for me, I always teach them about moral behaviors. It's very, very important to say thank you, you're welcome, appreciate your parents, appreciate your teachers as well. Surprise them by something, like, let's say, like in a good way, by, spreading kindness and love and positivity. So yeah. So for now, I'm just going to continue with the radio, thingy.
The radio thingy. But that sounds absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see that secret project, you can say.
Oh,
that sounds
gonna be good.
Really, really exciting. But like, when you were just like describing it kind of briefly just now, but I can already see it's going to make a massive influence, more than like your radio show even. Just going to be a massive just ball of impact and power. So I'm very, very excited to see that project when it comes out. And the final question is, what advice would you give to inspiring speakers or people who want to make an impact in the world?
Simple words. I would always say, just do you, be yourself, never ever get distracted by money, fame, popularity, okay, or naysayers, haters, okay? You just do you, believe in yourself, and I'm gonna tell you something you might smile. You are going to fail. You gotta accept it. You are going to fail. You gotta accept it. And there are gonna be haters out there. There are gonna be naysayers out there, doubters, everything, okay? But if you really want this, believe me, you're gonna succeed. And always, always, always believe in yourself. Even if there's nobody out there standing with you or by you, just move on and do it by yourself. Believe me, later, you'll be like, wow, I believed in myself, but there was nobody around me. But now what's happening? Loads of people are believing in me, So you just do you, be yourself, be your unique self, your beautiful, amazing self. Just be yourself. That's the best thing that I can tell you.
I mean, just a massive round of applause, to be honest. You can't have anyone else believing in you before you do believe in yourself, and you put that in yourself first. So yes. Thank you for sharing that incredible advice. And Saif, where can we follow you on social media? And if people are living in Dubai, where can they listen to your morning show if they haven't already started listening to it?
All right, thank you very much, sweetheart. You guys can follow me on my Instagram handle. It's Saif_motivation. That's SAIF_motivation. And speaking about my radio show, I host a morning show called The Breakfast Club Show with me, Saif, from 6:30 to 9:30 in the morning. But probably most of you guys might be sleeping around that time. But for me, I'm awake, and I just love it, because you know what, Vanessa? It's just that it's really amazing where people ask me, like, Saif, how do you get up fresh in the morning? And where do you get that energy? Where'd you get it? I was like, no, I don't get it from myself, like from anybody. I do it. I know that I'm capable of inspiring and, spreading love and happiness. And I just love what I'm doing. So yeah, there you go.
I mean, I love what you're doing as well. I think everyone just loves what you're doing, because you're just so amazing and you're very, very genuine. That's the best thing about what you're doing, is that you're coming from an actual place of passion, and you actually want to help people. You're not doing it, as you were saying before, for the wrong reasons. You're actually doing it because you want to make an impact on everyone, not just the kids who listen to your show and get ready while listening to your voice, making sure they're going to have a good day at school. Even the parents are listening to you, and that's making their days better. So overall, just thank you for being yourself and taking that next step, and just making an impact, because what you're doing is just creating just a whole ripple effect those kids are going to wake up and be like, okay, if Saif can inspire me, then that means I can inspire one of my friends at school, or put a smile on my teacher's face, or my mum's face, or my brother or my sister. Whatever it is, what you're doing is making that ripple effect, and it's just already making an impact. And I hope and I wish and I know that it's going to make an even bigger impact in the future. So just thank you for being you.
You're most welcome, sweetheart. Thank you as well. You're doing a great job, and I'm really, really proud of you, Vanessa. Just keep it up, okay? And don't give up. And no matter what people say to you, whether it's something good or bad, just keep on going. Just keep on going. Keep on inspiring. Don't do it, as I say, don't do it for the followers. Don't do it for, the views, and don't do it for the money. Don't do it for the likes. Don't do that. You just do that for yourself, okay? And believe me, you are definitely going to inspire loads and millions of people out there.
I mean, thank you so much once again for being my guest today. It's always an honor and pleasure speaking to you. Hopefully after this whole pandemic is over, we can visit you again, because my mum and I definitely miss you a lot, but it's always great to watch your content on social media. So thank goodness we do have social media, otherwise I don't even know how I'd be surviving during quarantine or just during this pandemic anyways. But once again, thank you for being my guest. To those who are watching, make sure to go and follow Saif on all the social media platforms, and also go and check out my show, which is on Amazon Prime, called The Inspiring Vanessa Show. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video and share to your friends and family if you learned something empowering. But that's everything from me. That's everything from Saif, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye everyone.
Bye bye.